Two ball clubs, one division. We'll see the St. Louis Cardinals.
Miller Park, home of the Brewers in Milwaukee for today's game. Sean Markham has become one of the game's go-to pitchers. They're going to go to him next. Hi, everybody. John Kruk, Steve Phillips with yours truly, Gary Thorne. Monday night broadcast of Major League Baseball. And as he gets into this St. Louis lineup, Steve, what's the primary emphasis?
Now this right-hander brings outstanding stuff to the mound every time he takes the ball against a lineup that can be somewhat of a challenge at times for pitchers, but if he's on top of his game, he should be able to shut them down.
Here's the lineup for the Cardinals. Thoughts, John? Anybody stand out?
Well, I love the big Puma, Lance Berkman. I mean, there's so many things he can do. When you can hit for power from both sides of the plate and you play with the love and passion that he plays with, I mean, one of the funnier guys in the game of baseball. You're going to love watching this guy perform.
Getting us going here, it'll be John Jay.
Been a good burst of production from him lately with 8 hits in his last 22 at-bats. Over the last 6 games, he's been so locked in. Just about the last week or so, really swinging a solid bat.
Foul. Line drive. That's foul towards first. Markham with the delivery. And he swings and hits this one foul. Foul! Fastball swung out and missed. Struck him out. One away.
Well, with 2 strikes on the hitter, he went with the heat. I tell you what, a fastball in the low 90s, still very, very effective.
Now's a good time for a quick look at the Brewers and how they will be positioned on the diamond. Highlights, John, from these fielders.
Well, one way or another, you can count on Nyjer Morgan to make a key play in this game. He could be from booting a routine ball or making a spectacular play in the outfield. He's a firecracker of a player and a personality who finds a way to leave his imprint on every game he plays.
There's a strike from Markham, now 0-1.
When you can hit your spot with that kind of movement down and into the hitter, you're way ahead of the game.
Oh, and he swings on a dirt pitch. Guess he couldn't see that one. Carlos Beltran goes down swinging, strike 3.
That's about as straight as a string right there at 84 miles per hour.
But you know, you don't have to get every strikeout with heat, and he showed you how you can do it with those last 2 pitches.
Well, that's a great piece of pitching with a changeup right there in that sequence.
Let's take a moment here to see where the Cardinals sit in the National League. 5th in doubles, 7th in ERA, and an offense that's in the top 10 in triples. That ability to drive the ball into the gaps is a real asset for a club, but also that speed and aggressiveness to turn them into triples.
The pitch. Swing and a miss on that curveball. It's 0-1.
I've been watching him lately. It's been a rough spot for him right now. Not swinging the bat too well. Just 4 hits in his last 38. Looking very uncomfortable in the batter's box over the last 10 games. Just really struggling right now, and you have to wonder whether they're going to have to make some changes in this lineup.
And Lance Berkman misses. That's going to be strike 3. So a 1-2-3 inning for Sean Markham. He gets through the first inning without allowing a hit. So the first chance for the Brewers. They're coming right up. It's going to be Chris Carpenter on the mound. He'll get the start for St. Louis. Steve, as he gets going against Milwaukee, what do you think his focus is?
Well, I think about Chris Carpenter is about efficiency. Throw strikes, get strike 1 no matter what pitch you use, and let the defense play behind you.
And Green makes the catch. 1 away. Lineup set for this one. Ron Renick's going to do it this way. Any of these bats stand out, John?
Well, you figured it was just a matter of time for one of the better athletes in the game of baseball, Ricky Weeks, to put it all together. Now he's a threat in the lineup. He's cut back on his strikeouts. He puts the ball in play more, and the power potential right now, he's starting to live up to it.
That's hit foul by Weeks.
Hit it, Weeks.
Now Carpenter with the 0-1 pitch. And good eye by Ricky Weeks. Lays off it, and it's even. He's hit 6 times, 10 at bats against Chris Carpenter. Here's the pitch. Hit in the air. This one's going well into the stands, off to the right. And Ricky Weeks on a swing, strike 3.
Good movement, 89 miles per hour. K-Cam shows it to you. Now he helped him right there with 2 strikes. He gets the slider, but he chases it out of the zone for strike 3.
And now's a good time to take a quick look at how the St. Louis Cardinals will look defensively. John, keeping an eye on anyone?
Well, there isn't a lot of things that Matt Holliday doesn't bring to the table. Is he a great defensive outfielder? He's probably not the best. But what he does do is he gives you 100% effort every single time he's out on the field. And if you're a pitcher, you absolutely have to love the effort he's going to give you every time out.
That one fouled off by Braun. Braun, big cut, big strike. It is way out of here. Milwaukee's on the board. The first run of the ball game. You'll have to get that on the big fly ball and a 1-0 lead.
A great piece of hitting right there. He turns on that one, rotates the hips, and drives the ball.
And that's going to give them the lead here, and an early lead.
I'm going to see if they can tack on a few more here in the first and put the pressure on. Milwaukee with the lead now, Gary. Brewers going to keep that offense going, possibly extending the lead here.
He swings and drives this one. And Jay. And that one's put away to retire the side. Nice way to get things started in this one. The Brewers lead it 1-0. It's Miller Park with a roof open, letting in that beautiful night around us. City lights of Milwaukee shining. Holiday batting now. And a swinging strike on Markham's pitch.
He's been trying to pick up his game, but just 4 for his last 23. He's been out of sync over the last week. The last 6 games, just no production at all. Just cannot seem to center the ball on the bat.
Ball! Matt Holliday isn't fooled by that pitch. Count's going to be even. He's hitting .333 lifetime off Sean Markham.
Foul!
That one fouled off by Holliday. Big swing and a miss on a heater. Strike him out, 1 down.
Here's the 4-seam fastball coming at you in K-Cam. Get a better look.
And I think last couple of pitches he faced, it didn't seem like he was ready for that fastball.
Yeah, he got some off-speed pitch the previous pitch, but you should be able to expect to get the bat on that heater, especially with 2 strikes.
1 away. David Freese gets set.
Now, if you saw his last game, you got a chance to see that he swung the bat well in that one, picking up a couple of knocks.
And that's swung on and hit. And Morgan, 2 away. And mark your calendars this Friday. Broadcasting from Los Angeles, Angels home game. They play host to the Texas Rangers. That one is scheduled for a 10 o'clock start in the Eastern time zone. So with 2 down, it'll be Yadier Molina. Hit up the middle. Out. And a good half inning there, gone in short order in this one. The Cardinals just can't get the offense going. Middle of the lineup, due up. Leading it off is Matt Gamble.
It's been an uncharacteristic slide of late for him, really struggling, just 2 for his last 24.
And he's just looked out of sync this last week. Can't seem to locate the ball well.
Curveball swung on and missed. Now it's 0-1.
Well, it's so tough to hit a good breaking ball when you swing that hard, but that's what he did. Look at how he almost fell to the ground.
Carpenter with the windup. Hit in the air to left center. And it's going to be Holiday as he gets to it for the out. Well, we talk about the extra bases. Let's see on our State Farm leaderboard who's on top in triples.
I'll tell you what, speed puts so much pressure on the defense, and these guys can certainly do that as they force the other team to quickly make decisions and make plays and try to shut down a running game.
And it's Corey Hart at the plate, 1 away. He's a career .238 hitter against Chris Carpenter. This one's hit pretty well to right, but it's going to be out of play.
Foul!
Work that lumber, Corey.
Strike 2!
Strike 2 now with no balls, 2 strikes. Corey Hart, he'll protect.
Well, that's some kind of pitch, and you set up the target on the outside corner, and he paints the black with it. Awfully tough when you have that kind of location.
That one is swung on and missed by Corey Hart.
Well, that's what you want, is efficiency. You always want to try to retire a hitter on 3 pitches or less. If you can get it with the strikeout, you'll take that too.
And we've got LaCroix now coming to the plate.
He is clearly seeing the ball very well lately with 7 hits in his last 17 at bats. If you've seen him over the last 4 games, you realize he's locked in right now, swinging the bat very well. Could be the start of a hot streak.
Ball belted deep left center field, way back. That is gone. Goodbye home run, Milwaukee, and are they pouring it on? And now the lead is up to 2. The solo home run, a bit of a padding.
Brewers offense continuing to roll, getting things done, Gary.
There's a swing and a liner towards the gap in left field. In there, and this is going to be trouble. And this rolls all the way to the wall. Gonzalez trying for third. And he'll stop at third with a triple.
Well, the one thing you never want to do is make the last out at third base to end an inning, but he was able to get in there with that great speed just in time.
It's Markham at the plate. Carpenter with the windup. Swing and a miss, and he's behind that pitch. 0-1. Not letting up on that swing, but he missed it. 0-2 now. Oh, man, there's the big bender. Struck him outside, retired. So they pick up a run on the home run and add to their lead. Milwaukee leads it by a couple. And Skip Schumacher to lead off. On the base paths, number 2 in steals in the ball club. Markham with the delivery. Fastball just misses. 1-0. The 1-0 now. Swung on, hit in the air to right center, and Morgan's there as he gets a little exercise that time. Look at the staffs who have been sitting batters down over the last 10. Brought to you by State Farm. Number 1, the Brewers. The Astros second. Marlins third. Nationals fourth. And fifth best, it's the Dodgers.
Well, these are tough pitching staffs to have to face as hitters because you know you're going to get power stuff, and they're difficult to put the ball in play. So you need to take advantage of the base hits that you do get.
LaCroix setting up. And he lays one down here. LaCroix. And he gets there in time, and that will be an infield single.
Well, sometimes you just have to force the defense to make a play. You get the bunt down and see what happens. In this situation, it worked out for the best.
It's going to be Carpenter now. I think with one out here, Steve, we might see him bunt.
Well, with the pitcher coming up, I think you have to expect they're going to sacrifice him over.
Thought about dropping one down that time. Missed it. It's a strike. Oh, and 1 offering from Markham. Runs up to bunt that time, but he missed it. It's a strike. Strike 3, looking to bunt. He didn't make contact, and he is gone.
Let's see what the K-Cam looks like on a sinker ball. Gary, he's not messing around, going right at him on the 0-2 count. He didn't waste anything. He just went right for the jugular.
And Jay stands in to hit. Only one batter gets walked more than he does in this lineup. A runner on first with 2 outs. First pitch to him. Line shot into center field. And that is in there. The tying run is on base. That brings Carlos Beltran up.
Clearly getting things done at the plate. 5 hits in his last 14. Now, if you want to score runs, you need men on base, and that's exactly what he's been doing. High rate of success getting himself on base.
Markham with the delivery. Circle change, cut on and missed. 0-1.
Well, that's an awfully big hack for such a slow off-speed pitch. Came up empty.
And that's swung on and hit. And Morgan. And the sides retired as they head into the dugout. No runs and a couple of hits and 2 left on. The shutout continues in Milwaukee. Nigel Morgan will lead it off. And the National League pitchers have to deal with him on the base paths. He's near the top in steals. That swung on, hit on the ground. And Green picks it up. 1 away. Let's see what the Cardinals have coming up. Tonight, their final game with Milwaukee. They'll take on a division rival, National League Central, the Chicago Cubs. That's this weekend. And then a home series facing the Dodgers. Their lineup has Andre Ethier in it. Great series there. Home sweet home for a while here. They'll try to make the most of it. With one away, to hit now is Ricky Weeks. And at the plate, one of the tops in runs scored, top 5. Here's the first pitch. A line drive toward short. Out, 2 down here in the inning.
Nice easy ground ball to shortstop, able to get over, make the play. Good strong throw across the infield to get the runner at first.
And we've got Braun batting, one of the best batting averages in the league. Carpenter with the windup. Here's a swing and a liner to left center. And that one is in there, his second hit today. And Braun stretching it now. And that's going to bring Aramis Ramirez to the plate.
Just a solid offensive player day in and day out. The guy that really can deliver for this offense.
He's the team's most walked batter. Here we go. Here's the first pitch. That's swung on a liner here. And the catch by Shoemaker. Well, how about that? Only needed 4 pitches to set down the guys. Tremendous. Milwaukee 2. St. Louis nothing. And if you're just joining our 2K Sports Major League Baseball broadcast with John Kruk and Steve Phillips, I'm Gary Thorne. And it's Lance Berkman at the plate. Now the first pitch. Swing and a liner to right center. And it is in there. That's going to bring the tying run to the plate.
Well, anytime you get your first hitter up in the inning, big things could happen. It opens up a lot of holes in the defense, and it makes it a lot easier to hit for the guys behind you.
Matt Holliday at the plate. And taking a look here, the pitch types that he's thrown today that have yielded hits.
And you can see that 4-seam fastball. It's been hit 2 times so far in this one.
Well, you know, that pitch, even though it's been hit a couple of times, at this point in the game, he's still got a shutout going, so not a lot of weakness to point to. He's getting out of the innings unscathed. Defense is getting the job done behind him.
First pitch on the way. And Markham outside the zone for a ball.
But Gary, the way this is going so far in the 4th, I mean, they do have 3 hits. So they've had a couple of base runners, but I think that because they're not mounting hit after hit, they may have to put some plays on to get the runners moving.
He swings and nails a liner, and Weeks makes the play.
That's a huge out right there. You think maybe you're not going to get to it, and he's able to make a tremendous play on it, Gary.
And let's take a look as Freese stands in to hit.
His game just not coming naturally to him right now. Struggling a bit. 6 for his last 34 at-bats.
And he's just been unable to get good wood on the ball these last 8 games of theirs.
Berkman's on at first. And Freese settles in for the first pitch. Foul! Line drive fouled off towards first. Here's a swing and a fly ball. And Morgan's there. Now it's 2 away. Coming up with the trade deadline now, here's what the Central Division looks like, courtesy of the State Farm Standings Board. Brewers in first, Pirates in second place. In the 3rd spot, it's the Cardinals. Astros in 4th place. The Reds 5th place. And in last place, it's the Cubs. And it's Molina at the plate. Lifetime a .222 average against Sean Markham. And the first pitch. Here's a swing and a ground ball. And Gonzalez picks it up. And they get the force at second that time. That'll do it. Real strong inning for Markham. He has delivered shutout ball through 4. And coming up, we'll see the Brewers. And Gammel's in the box. Now let's take a moment here to see the breakdown of the pitches that have yielded hits.
We're looking at this guy's slider. That thing has been hit several times in this game.
You know, with the hits he's given up off of that pitch, I don't think he's going to use it much more as he works his way through the lineup. But overall, you've got to be pleased with how he's competed.
Strike 2 with Chris Carpenter on the mound. He's not wasting anything. Ball lifted high in the air, deep down the right field line. Gone. That's a dinger. And another solo home run, extending the lead now to 3.
Now the third home run in this game off this pitcher, so they're starting to figure something out. He can't be in there much longer.
Let's see if we see some inside stuff coming up here.
Brewers offense continuing to roll, getting things done, Gary.
And Molina calls for the pitch. This one has popped up to the left side out of play. This is a really momentum feel home run. You get it at this point of the ball game. You add some juice to the whole offense. Swing and a rocket toward short, and he boots it. So they can't make the play. And we've got LaCroix now coming to the plate. What a start he's had. He got a dinger earlier off Carpenter.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see if he goes back to the slider. That's the pitch, Gary, that he hit the home run off of last time. You got to be real careful if you're going to throw it again.
And you better believe he knows that that was the pitch he threw on that solo shot. Wonder if he'll show it to him again here.
The first pitch. He sends this one in the air towards center. One down. And a brief moment to check out the teams atop the batting average list, brought to you by State Farm. Number 1, the Astros. The Braves, second. Third spot, the Brewers. Fourth spot, held by the Marlins. And fifth best, the Reds.
Well, here's a team that's near the top of the league lead in batting average, and it makes a pitcher's job so tough. Usually in a lineup, you'll find 2 or 3 guys that you should be able to get out, and you will get out. But not this team. They come at you 1 through 9, and they pound the ball, and they make you pay when you make mistakes.
Here's the delivery. Hit in the air to center field. That's the second out. And he throws it away.
Oh, he got a pitch to hit right there, but just a little bit out in front. Sends an easy fly ball to center field for the out.
It's Markham at the plate. Struck out swinging his last time up. And it's fouled away.
Ball!
Here's the pitch.
Strike
The curve by him that time. He's in control with that 0-2 count. And now let's take a look at a breakdown of how this guy has been mixing up his pitches so far in this one. What stands out, guys?
Yeah, and that's why he's not been successful, because he hasn't been throwing a lot of different pitches. He thinks he has that one pitch he can get hitters out. I think you just have to look at the scoreboard and realize that ain't working.
Oh, John, you know as a hitter, if you have a pretty good idea about what pitch is coming and what zone it's coming in, it makes it a lot easier to hit.
Well, he was able to ring up that K, and he needed it, and it got him out of the inning. And heading to the dugout, Chris Carpenter. In the game, a total of 3 home runs surrendered. 5th inning upcoming. Miller Park the site. And in the batter's box, Shoemaker. First pitch to him. And that's swung on and hit. And Morgan and Schumacher retired. 1 away now. It's going to be Green now. Already had success so far in this one. He got a single off Markham.
Well, you know what? You go up to the plate again after getting a hit on a fastball, and you go up there saying to yourself, I'm going to look fastball and adjust to everything else just so you're ready when he gets it.
And here's the first one. Cutter just misses. 1-0.
Gary, they've only left a couple runners on base offensively so far through the middle part of this ball game, and they're going to have to give themselves more opportunities to see if they can't come up with that big base hit. That's just not enough offense.
And Green is retired. And the upcoming schedule for the Milwaukee Brewers. Series with St. Louis concluding tonight. And they'll be off to take on the Reds in the bat of Jay Bruce, a team that bested them in the last series between the two. That's going to get going on Friday night. And quite a bit of time away from home for them over these next several games. Markham's pitch, and he can't find the zone. Let's take a look here at how he's been mixing up his pitches so far in this game.
I mean, the one thing you notice comparing to his normal trends, he's definitely throwing that four-seamer a lot more today.
You know, guys, the other thing that I've really noticed is that he's not using that 12-6 curveball nearly as much as we've typically seen him do.
Now the 2-0. Came with a cutter 2-0, but he missed it. 2-1. Swung on, that is hit. Picked up by Weeks. Throws to first in time. That's 3 down. Nothing doing here in this half inning. The Brewers still out in front. Nyjer Morgan will lead it off. He's the best base stealer right now in the division. Now the first pitch. There's contact. He drove it well. And Jay, no problem for him as he gets that out.
A lot of tough teams in the National League. Let's take a look at where the Milwaukee Brewers rank. First in triples, first in home runs, and this high-power offense, #1 in runs scored. That's really the name of the game. Bring them around and score the runs.
And it's Ricky Weeks in the box now. National League batters generates a lot of runs in the top 5. On the way. Hit in the dirt. Oh, and he bobbles this thing. But he stays with it. Gets the out. That's how you do it. So a chance here with Ryan Braun. 2 down. And he's in the top 10 in the league in runs. Here's the first one. This one's pretty well hit to deep left center. This one into the gap, rolling towards the wall. he'll stop at second base, and it will be a double.
Oh, with that big hit right there, he only needs a triple to complete the cycle. But hey, that's the toughest one to get. Let's see if he can do it.
And it's Aramis Ramirez in the box now. Here's the first pitch. Change up in there for a called strike. What's he doing to start these hitters out? Let's take a look at how he's beginning.
Well, does an 0-1 count put a hitter in the hole? Well, it sure does. 12 times today he's retired hitters after going 0-1 in the count.
Strike two, and Ramirez will be a contact hitter now.
Well, looking for a bounce-back performance today. Some disappointment after last game, striking out twice.
On that one, eats him up. And he throws it away, and everybody's safe. Take a moment to check out the slugging percentage leaders, courtesy of State Farm. Here you have a look at Hart. He's fourth on the list.
Slugging percentage is such a critical statistic because it really shows that ability to drive in runs from first base or to hit the ball out of the ballpark. And so to be among the leaders, you know he's getting his pitch and driving it.
Swinging a drive, deep left center. This one beyond him. It's going to be extra bases. And Braun scores. And Ramirez scores two. He'll pull into third. That's a 2 RBI 3-bagger.
He goes right with the pitch and slaps the ball into left field.
And if you try and pull that pitch, you're probably not even going to get the bat on it.
That's a ground ball to second base if he pulls that one.
And Corey Hart up. Just one player picking up after another, Steve. This is a good offensive show going on, and they're climbing the ladder with it.
Gary, they keep lumping the hits together. They keep pulling away right now. This thing could be soon out of reach.
And then maybe, Steve, this one already is out of reach. They got to find some fortitude to get back into this thing. Here's the first pitch. Swings and hits this one deep down the line in the left. It's off the wall and a hop. That brings in a run here.
You know, usually when you hang a breaking ball like that, it becomes a souvenir for a fan. This pitcher's very lucky this one stayed in the park.
And we've got LaCroix now coming to the plate. And Steve, the offense continues to produce. They keep building on it.
Gary, that last pitch just blows the door wide open right there. I mean, they've got a shot running away with this thing.
And the other thing they know is they've got time and outs on their side. This one swung on and driven hard. And Jay. And that one's put away to retire the side. They pick up 3 here on 3 hits in strand 1. Milwaukee continues a blowout. And so John Jay will lead off.
What an incredible performance. I mean, Markham is so locked in out there today, Gary. He looks great.
Let's take a look at what he's doing on these first pitch to hitters.
Powell
Hit up the middle. But he recovers in time, makes the play. Good work.
Nice reaction on the mound there. That ball came back at him hard. Just throws the first for the easy out.
Now we got a moment here to look at the teams leading the way in ERA. Brought to you by State Farm. Number 1, the D-backs. The Marlins second. Third spot, Giants. Fourth, the Brewers. And the Nationals are fifth.
Pitching is the name of the game. You see where they rank in ERA. They've had a very successul season so far this year, and the pitchers are getting the job done.
Ball 1 started off the at-bat. It's 1-0.
They need more offense right now, Gary. I mean, only leaving 2 runners on base. We're moving through the middle part of this game, heading into the later part of the game. I mean, they need to give themselves some opportunities to score runs. Patience at the plate. Get somebody on.
Swung on line to right center field, and that gets down. Beltran, base hit. Doesn't get there in time. He is on. That will bring up Lance Berkman.
Well, he stayed behind the ball right there real well. Got himself that 1-out base hit.
Last trip to the plate came away with a nice single off Markham.
He could be sitting on that 4-seam fastball this time again, just waiting for that pitch, setting him up to try to drive another one.
Well, no runs driven in on the single he had last time up, but he has a chance to drive one in here if he can get one down the line or in a gap.
Ready with a 1-0. Here's a check swing and a ball that misses. 2-0. Pitch on the way. It's fouled away. That one hit well. Hart's there. 2 retired here. Here's Matt Holliday, 2 down. He's hitting .333 lifetime off the Brewers.
And it doesn't really matter which pitcher they trot out there, Gary. He loves hitting off every one of them.
Not on the mound, we'll see Randy Wolf. He'll be the relief pitcher for the Brewers.
For me, I'd leave the starter in the game. I think you're taking him out too early right now. I'd go to the bullpen a little bit later.
And Holliday watches it low for a ball.
I seen the bit overmatched last game out. He's striking out 3 times in that one, so he's hoping to make a little more contact here.
And Gonzalez picks it up. Throw on to second base. Forced play. Side retired. So they can't push across any runs. They've been shut out through the first 6. The Cardinals just can't get the offense going. Gonzalez at the plate.
Well, Carpenter has good stuff, but not good command today. And just one of those days, an atypical day for the big guy.
Well, guys, let's check out the numbers here on balls thrown outside that strike zone and see how he's been doing on the mound to get the batters to go after those pitches.
Well, one of the reasons the lineup's doing so well is they're not getting swings and misses. I mean, they're putting the ball in play, forcing the defense to make plays.
Gonzalez grounds it. Throws in time to first. What a play. Diving stop and a nice throw, too.
Well, he showed great range on that one. I didn't think he had any chance to get it, but able to get it and get on his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Tremendous job.
Wolf at the plate. Carpenter with the windup. Lined right at the second baseman. Oh, and a wild throw. So they can't make the play. Now he's going to run for second. And he is out at second. Morgan at the plate. Here's the first pitch. That one swung on, hit in the air to deep right center field. Bounces up against the wall. Morgan on his way to third. He stops at third. A triple, 2 down. They've got a man just 90 feet away, though.
Well, the one thing you never want to do is make the last out at third base to end an inning, but he was able to get in there with that great speed just in time.
And it's Ricky Weeks at the plate. Ground out victim last time through. First pitch was a strike. 0-1 now.
Well, runner in scoring position right here, and obviously they want to try to avoid that 2-out base hit. They've been burned in this game offensively already, so they need an out right here. Put up a 0.
And Jay. That's caught. Side is retired. They pick up no runs on a hit, stranding a man at third base. Milwaukee 6, St. Louis nothing. Leading it off, David Freese. Wolf with the delivery. Lays off a called strike of the knees. 0-1.
Well, when you throw the fastball, that's where you want it to go. Now you can elevate a pitch next time around.
A swing line to left center. And Freese has got himself a base hit. And that will bring up Yadier Molina.
0-1 mistake right here. He throws it over the heart of the plate, and he pays for it.
Bounced into a fielder's choice as last time. First pitch on the way. Missed, ball 1. His career average 257 lifetime off Randy Wolf. Here's the 1-0. Molina lays off for a strike. He deals. 1-1 pitch, a fastball, cut on, missed, 1-2. Fastball swung out and missed, struck him out, one away.
Well, 90 miles per hour on the gun, but still not much movement.
Well, no excuses right there. I mean, a pitch right down the middle.
Somebody's going to say something back in the dugout, probably. Not a very good hack on that.
Now, swing and a miss like that is something that's going to keep him up at night until the next time he's able to drive one deep.
Well, you can't blame the manager here. Playing the percentages, bringing in the right-handed hitter against this lefty pitcher. Let's see if it pays off.
Freeze is on at first. Good pitch as he's late on that one. 0-1.
Oh, he just swung late on that one. That's what you call getting gassed up.
Swing and a miss at that fastball. No balls, 2 strikes. Line drive left of the bag and foul. A swing and a fly ball to left center field. And Morgan's there. Able to glide over. Not much of a problem on that one. Can't D against a walk, so a look at the pitching staffs who haven't hurt themselves, courtesy of State Farm. The Brewers #1, the Nationals in 2nd, in 3rd the Cardinals, Phillies 4th, and 5th best it's the Dodgers.
Well, you better be swinging today. And, you know, as a hitter, you like facing guys like this who don't walk a lot of hitters because you know they're going to be around the plate and they're going to give you a chance to swing the bat. Thing is, these 2 pitching staffs, they're not just going to throw it down the middle. They hit corners. They just don't walk anyone. So they're going to be ahead in counts. You got to be aggressive against pitchers like this and swing early in the count.
And that's another foul ball. Foul! And it goes foul.
Well, you can tell right there that the batter is in protection mode. Anything close, he's just trying to put it in play. The fact that he fouled it off will keep this at bat going.
Check swing, strike 3 called. Side retired. Oh, Randy Wolf gets it done again. Time to stretch in the 7th in Milwaukee. Leading it off is Ryan Braun. He is just a triple shy of the cycle now.
Well, it's the toughest leg of the cycle to get, but if he hits it into the gap, look at him run.
And Carpenter has him 0-1 with that called strike. Well, let's take a moment to see how this pitcher has been mixing up his pitches. John, Steve, what do you think about how he's done?
Well, aside from the types of pitches we've seen him throw, the location chart really isn't very balanced, and he's simply not fooling this lineup.
He's just way too predictable, and when hitters know...
This one's pretty well hit to deep left center. And Holiday gets to it. And a look at who has the most long balls this month, courtesy of State Farm. Well, you look at Ramirez, he's 3rd.
Good home run hitters will tell you that they come in bunches, and I tell you what, this last month, you talk about bunches, they have been coming and coming and coming for this guy. He has been on fire.
Ramirez up at the plate. No hits yet, but he'll get another chance right here. Ramirez hits it hard. Oh, that one's off the wall. And he's in at 2nd with a double, 1 out.
Well, it's a pretty good pitch to hit right here, and he gets the good part of the bat on the ball. Now he's in scoring position with just 1 out.
And Gammel's in the box. And a home run back in the 4th inning. Here we go. Here's the first pitch. Back up the middle. Ramirez around 3rd, headed for the plate. Quickly, let's check out the league leaders in runs batted in, brought to you by State Farm. There you have a look at Hart. He's 4th on the list.
A big-time run producer, and that ability to drive in runs when they get him on base. And that's got to be their plan right now. Set the table so that when he comes up, he's got a chance to drive in some big runs.
Hart in the box. Not an RBI double as last time. Gamble on at first. On third, Ramirez. There's a swing and a hit. This one's to Beltran. 2 men have been put away. And we've got LaCroix now coming to the plate. Last time up, blew up. First pitch on the way. Goodwood hits it right back up through the pitcher. And he cannot come up with it. And Ramirez is home. I think there's an issue of how much is left in his tank right here, so that bullpen's going to get active.
You know, it's still early in the game, though, so I'd be surprised if they make this move this early. They may just get him prepared in case they need to go there.
Gonzalez at the plate. Try it again here. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Carpenter with the windup. Gonzalez grounds it.
A real pressure mounting right now. That base hit loads up the bases. He's going to have to make a pitch to try to get out of this mess.
Wolf at the plate. Reached on an error his last time around. And the first pitch. And Carpenter gets him swinging for the first strike. That one goes foul.
Foul!
Struck him out. He gets out of this with just a little hurt. They pick up a run on 3 hits. Denied a big inning, though, as they leave the bases loaded. Milwaukee continues a blowout. It's going to be Toros now. He's going to lead off here as we go to the 8th. This is in the air, straight away left. Catch is made. And Jay stands in to hit. Grounded out his last time through. And he starts him out. Here's a swing and a line drive. And in there, second hit for him in the ball game on his 4th plate appearance. So Carlos Beltran will come up. Steve, sometimes that pitch down the middle you want to drive. He chose to take it the other way.
Well, good piece of hitting. You don't have to always pull that ball. You think up the middle at first and then adjust accordingly. Outstanding adjustment.
Had a base hit his last time up. Wolf with the delivery. Back up the middle. Oh, that'll move you on the mound. He just barely got out of the way. Gets one at second. Lance Berkman, a runner on first. He flew out his last time up. And starts him out here. And that's swung on and hit. And Morgan. That one's grabbed. Side retired. Randy Wolf, some nice work on the mound. And now it's the Brewers, last half of the 8th. For those of you just coming on board, Gary Thorne with Steve Phillips and John Kruk, bringing you Major League Baseball on 2K Sports. Morgan at the plate, tripled in his last appearance. And out on the mound, we've got Fernando Salas. He's been chosen to take over out there. And it's fouled off.
Foul!
Here's a swing and a ground ball. And he boots it. And we'll have no play on that one. That'll go as an error. And he's on. It's a costly error to allow him to reach base. And it's Ricky Weeks in the box now. Nothing in 2 AVs against Salas. Here we go. Here's the first pitch. That's it, foul by Weeks.
Hit it, Weeks. Make good contact now.
Swung on and missed. Behind now, 0-2.
Well, he wasn't trying to hit a single the other way with that swing. He's trying to take that ball out of the ballpark.
Up the middle. Oh, mercy. Look, that did not miss him by much, but he got out of the way.
Well, looking here right now at Ricky Weeks' numbers from last month. That's what he put together. First in home runs, first in RBIs. And you can see that he's also not just a punch and Judy guy. He's a guy that slugs the ball, ranked in the top 5 in slugging percentage. A guy that drives the ball every time he goes to the plate.
And it's Ryan Braun now. He is just a triple shy of the cycle now.
Well, it's the toughest leg of the cycle to get, but if he hits it into the gap, look at him run.
On the way. Here's one hit very well deep. And Jay. Oh, he can't come up with it. Morgan's trying for the plate. So Aramis Ramirez thinking RBI right here. And the bases are loaded for him.
And I tell you what, they've been swinging the bat so well in this game. One more hit right here, and this thing is over.
This is a big lead already. Fly ball. Goes foul. Here's the delivery. That misses 1-1. That's cut on and missed. 1-2. The 1-2 on its way. Swing and a miss. That's a changeup. Down on strikes, 1 out.
Well, they went soft with 2 strikes. They go to the changeup, completely fooling the hitter. Struck him out.
And Gammel's in the box. Well, he's seeing the ball well today. Now needs that 2-bagger for the cycle.
Well, he's been driving the ball well. Look for him to get a ball up in the zone that he can drive.
He grabs it. That's one. Here's a look at the pitching staffs that are keeping that batting average against down over the last 10 days, courtesy of State Farm. The Pirates, #1. The Cardinals in 2nd. The Rockies 3rd. 4th spot, the Braves. And we've got the Marlins ranked line to deep left field. And there's Holiday for out number 3. They score a run on 1 hit, and they strand a couple. Leading it off is Matt Holliday. Wolf with the delivery. And that's swung on and hit. And Morgan. And he makes the catch. Run away. One away, David Freese gets set. Trying again here, just 1 for 3 thus far. And the first pitch. Smash towards the middle, and Freese has got himself a base hit. And that will bring up Yadier Molina.
Well, anytime you have 2 hits in a game, it will build confidence, and he's carrying it over into this game.
He was a strikeout victim last time through the lineup. First pitch on the way. Swing, hot shot. Hanneman is batting. Molina's on at first. Freese will be at second. Hit hard to second. A prime chance for production for the Cardinals.
A perfect situational hitting. This is exactly the time you want to go the other way.
And what we're talking about is taking the ball where it's pitched. It's a ground ball headed for the middle, and it's plucked off the field. 1 and 2, double play.
Well, they treated their hometown crowd to a phenomenal pitching performance in this one. A big win on the shoulders of their pitchers.
All right, here we go. It's that time. We're going to take a look now at our player of the game.
Well, you know, Gary, you would love to see him have one more opportunity to try to hit that double so he can get that cycle. What a great individual honor that would have been. But you know he's very happy with the impressive day he had at the plate to help his team win.
And Steve, it seemed like they knew from the get-go they had it. This was going to be their day, and they were right.
You and I like the close games just because there's a little more intrigue for all 9 innings, but the hometown fans, they like the offensive explosion and the big win.
Great day for baseball here at 2K Sports. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Gary Thorne with John Kruk, Steve Phillips, and our great 2K Sports crew. We wish you a great rest of the day or night, wherever you may be in baseball land.
We've got a great middle of July matchup ahead. Brewers baseball as Milwaukee goes up against the Cincinnati Reds. And it's on 2K Sports.
This is a bat that means business. Brandon Phillips, the name. He'll have a chance to put some runs up in this game. The hometown advantage. It will go to the Cincinnati Reds in their offensive ballpark. Gary Thorne, John Kruk, Steve Phillips, 2K Major League Baseball. Starting, it'll be Homer Bailey. Steve, what's he looking at here as he sees this Milwaukee lineup?
Well, a good right-handed pitcher on the mound right here facing this lineup that can score some runs. It's going to be critical for him to keep the ball down to the zone and pitch to his capability.
Lineup set for this one. Ron Renick is going to do it this way. And our scouting report, John, who are we watching for today?
Well, a guy that can do it on both sides of the ball. Aramis Ramirez, a great defender at third base, but also a guy who can supply a lot of pop in the middle of the lineup. Look for him to try to go deep today.
Niger Morgan will lead it off.
He's been trying to work through. It's been a difficult spell for him, going just 7 for his last 33.
And he knows as a leadoff man that's not going to cut it. He's got to do a better job jump-starting his team's offense.
We settle in our first inning rolling with one strike count. 0 for 3 lifetime off Homer Bailey.
0-1.
And Niger Morgan watches that one go by. That's a ball, and the count is even. The 1-1. There's a ground ball. Picked up by Phillips.
You're out.
One away. Got a chance to check out the Reds here. Let's look at their defense. John, scouting anyone here?
Well, it's all about size and speed for a guy like Drew Stubbs, who is always fun to watch play the outfield position. Covers so much ground. Unbelievable size, an unbelievable arm. This kid can do everything on a baseball field. So gifted athletically. His manager thinks that he has a chance to be one of the top 2 or 3 center fielders in all of baseball in the coming years.
Bailey with a delivery. This one swung on and driven hard. And that'll do it for that at bat by Weeks. 2 down. Let's take a peek at our league leaderboard brought to you by State Farm. The teams crossing the plate the most times. The Brewers #1. The Braves in second. In third, the D-backs. The Reds 4th. And it's the Pirates 5th best.
When you have 2.
Braun, big cut, big strike. Oh, and he can't make the play. This inning is going to continue. Braun's headed to third. He stops at third. A triple, 2 down. They've got a man just 90 feet away, though.
Well, the one thing you never want to do is make the last out at third base to end an inning, but he was able to get in there with that great speed just in time.
And the Aramis Ramirez up. That one's hit to the right, way down there, but that's going to be a long foul ball. Bailey with the delivery. Ramirez fouls it off again. Ramirez will foul that one away.
Well, you're told with an 0-2 count to spread out your stance and to choke up on the bats.
Here's a swing and a liner to left center. Into the alleyway. He'll likely get extra bases on this. And Braun scores. Ramirez is headed for third. Boy, I don't know in that count, Steve. #1, the fact that he swung's kind of a surprise. I don't know how he hit that where it was.
You're right. On an 0-2 count, you have to protect the plate. Sometimes it's a defensive swing, but sometimes it works out.
And Gammel's in the box. And some production being seen in this game early. They've got a chance now to extend the lead.
Well, going into this game, I didn't know exactly when we'd see runs put up on the board, but I guess we have our answer now.
And that's out #3. Off to a good start here. They put one over in the first. The Brewers lead 1-0. Not on the mound, we'll see Randy Wolf. He's starting the game for Milwaukee. And Steve, as he gets into the Cincinnati lineup, what are we expected to see?
Well, Randy Wolf doesn't have an overpowering fastball, but he uses that fastball. He can put it where he wants. Not afraid to pitch inside, but has the ability to go deep into the game to give his team a chance to win.
Here's the pitch. Fastball swung on, can't make contact, and behind on the count 0-2.
Hey guys, check out Drew Stubbs' numbers. His approach to the plate recently has brought him just 2 hits in his last 17 at bats.
It's been about 4 games for him now where he's looked out of sync at the plate.
Well, he finished that one off with a strikeout. Nice pitch.
Well, just a great sequence of pitches. 3 good choices by the pitcher and the catcher, and he finishes them off quickly.
Well, pitchers love that. Those are short at-bats. You get it done in a hurry. You've got a moment to check out that lineup for the Reds. So who are you looking at, John?
Well, even though Scott Rolen's up there in years, you still watch him play the game of baseball, and you see one of the smartest players you will find. Probably the best base runner in the game, but the way he goes about his business, he knows he's not.
Swung on line to right center field, and there it is. That's their first hit of the ball game. Got a chance to check out the Brewers. Let's look at their defense. Now, John, anyone in particular that we want to keep an eye on?
Well, one way or another, you can count on Nigel Morgan to make a key play in this game. He could be from booting a routine ball or making a spectacular play in the outfield. He's a firecracker of a player and a personality who finds a way to leave his imprint on every game he plays.
Swing and a liner to right center. And that's going to be a base hit for Votto. And so he comes home. That ties the ball game.
Well, the hitter makes an adjustment going down on the pitch at the bottom of the strike zone and drives it here.
And you get a run scored. If you're in that at-bat, what you want to do is make contact. He did. That pays off. Bruce at the plate. This club knew it had to match some production here, and they've done it.
And that lead didn't last long as their bats came out swinging here early in this one, Gary.
Swinging and connecting. You know, there's nothing like a little early action to get this crowd involved. First pitch he let go by, and it was a ball, 1-0.
They keep the home crowd in it by responding early, getting themselves back in it, getting the fans on their feet.
Here's a swing and a ground ball. It's picked up to second. There's one. Now over to first and safe at first. Close play. Not quite enough time to get him. Coming up at the trade deadline now, here's what the Central Division looks like, courtesy of the State Farm Standings Board. The Brewers first place, the Pirates second place, Cardinals in third. In fourth place it's the Astros, the Reds fifth place, and in last place it's the Cubs.
Well, the Milwaukee Brewers find themselves atop of the National League Central once again, and just as expected, their quality players are continuing to get it done.
So they score once on 2 hits, 1 man left. Tie game here in Cincinnati. Looking to the lineup, 6, 7, 8. It's Corey Hart to lead it off. And right now, top 5 in runs batted in the league. That one swung on, hit in the air to deep right center field. This one beyond him. It's going to be extra bases. Hart on his way to third. So he'll hold up there third. A triple, nobody's out.
Well, one of the offensive leaders in the game this year, and obviously a guy who's getting the job done for this offense, and somebody they've really come to rely upon.
Well, this is a great way to start this inning. No one out, leads off with a big triple, 90 feet away from scoring a run. Now anything will score him. A ground out, a wild pitch, a pass ball, just about any way to
swings, and there's a drive, very high, very deep, right center field, and bye-bye. That's a 2-run homer. Perfect time for a 2-run homer. That's what they wanted to get the advantage. And the WPA graph here will give us an idea of what that 2 RBI home run has done and their chances for a victory.
Now, Gary, looked like he was setting on that pitch. He got it and drove it out of the park.
What they're going to want to do in this ball game now is take advantage of that and build that momentum up.
Now, they need to still be aggressive out there and go right after him. Milwaukee with the lead now, Gary. Brewers will keep that offense going, possibly extending the lead here.
There's a swing and a smash. This one's going to be fielded by Stubbs as he just strolls over for that out. And you'll want to tune in next Monday. It's going to be Ryan Braun and the Milwaukee Brewers as they'll be taking on the Phillies in Philadelphia. Going to be starting at 7 o'clock Eastern.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm really looking forward to that matchup. I mean, that's got a chance to be one heck of a ball game.
Wolf at the plate. A long career, 14 years and counting. Swung on and missed, 0-1. Oh and 1. Bailey kicks and throws. Gets the fastball by him that time, and he's in control now. 0-2. He deals. Swing and a bouncing ball up the middle. And Votto picks it up. And he's out at first. Good hustle by the pitcher getting off the mound.
That's a good heads-up play. You know, you have to know the hitter and his speed. Don't hesitate. Get over and beat him to the bag.
Morgan at the plate. .330 career average against the Reds. Good pitch from Bailey. Swung on and missed. Schaefer into the batter's box. He'll be the pinch hitter.
Well, it's a luxury for the manager having a lefty coming off the bench like this guy. They go to him here, hoping it's the right move against the right-handed pitcher.
Line drive fouled off towards first. Rodriguez now. He'll grab a bat and hit here.
Well, in this situation, coming into the game a little bit cold, you're going to do anything you can to get on base. You need base runners.
There's a swing and a drive deep to left field. And that one's put away to retire the side. So Homer Bailey heads to the dugout. So far, giving up one home run in this game. And it'll be the Reds coming up next. We'll have the 6, 7, and 8 hitters coming up next. Great night for baseball, and the Great American Ballpark is where we are. It is just perfectly comfortable. And we've got Cozart batting. Fouled away. Oh and 1. Wolf kicks and throws. Swung on, grounded towards the hole. He's out at first base. Nice play on the cover.
That's a well-executed play right there, Gary. He hustled over, got to first base, and touched the bag.
Thought he might have had a strikeout there, but he's involved in the out anyway. Mazzarocco at the plate. Back up the middle. And Weeks fields the ball. And a good throw gets him 2 down. Here are the teams with the highest batting averages for this month, courtesy of State Farm. Number 1, the Braves. 2nd, the Reds. In 3rd, the Phillies. 4th, the Brewers. And it's the D-backs. They are 5th.
Now we may see some real fireworks right here over the last month. Both these clubs really swinging the bat very well and are hitting for a very high batting average.
This one towards Braun. Oh, and he can't make the play. This inning is going to continue.
Hey, look, you'd love to see him hit a double earlier in the inning when there's no outs or even 1 out, but you're going to take anything you can get with 2 outs. Let's see if they can get another 2-out hit to drive him in.
And Bailey's batting. Wolf with the delivery. Now here's a grounder towards the hole. And he'll step on first to retire the side. Only 5 pitches to get out of that inning. That'll rest your arms. And if you're just joining our 2K Sports Major League Baseball broadcast with John Kruk and Steve Phillips, I'm Gary Thorne. And it's Ricky Weeks in the box now. Here's a swing and a ground ball. Picked up by Phillips. Out. One away. Now look at the leaders in extra base hits, courtesy of State Farm.
Well, we have two guys in this game here today that seem to be allergic to the single. It seems like they're not content with just stopping at first. We need to get to second, third, or, hey, let's just hit it out of the ballpark. That's why they're both near the top of the league lead in extra base hits, and that's why they're so exciting to watch. Fans are going to love these two.
And Braun stretching it now. And he pulls into first base with that base hit. There's one down here.
Well, he did his job right there, getting on base. Now with one out, let's see if they can move him around and get him in scoring position.
And the Ramos Ramirez up. Doubled homer run in his last at bat. Ball one to begin this at bat. 1-0. Here we go with a little breakdown on the types of pitches that he's throwing on the mound that are turning into hits.
And you can see that force.
Swings. Oh, he got that one high in the air. Straight away center field. Oh, there's a great play. The runner's tagging from first. Gamble is the batter.
Now you go back to that injury, Gary, and those are always very difficult ones there. And not much you can do. Sometimes it's just the happenstance of the game that can lead to injury.
Steve, we were talking about the injury. So long as the play's a clean play, even though you don't want to see it happen, at least you understand how it happened.
Well, that's right. I mean, listen, sometimes the game just plays itself out, and if you play hard, you do at times subject yourself to potential injury.
And chokes in the box. He's going to come on as a pinch hitter.
They're going to go to the pinch hitter in this situation, trying to get that big hit to bring this runner home.
We've got Dillard in the box. He'll be the pinch hitter.
They're going to go to the pinch hitter in this situation, trying to get that big hit to bring this runner home.
Good pitch from Bailey. Swung on and missed.
Well, he saw that breaking ball right out of the pitcher's hand. You see this cut he had. This is a power swing right here. He's trying to go yard.
Line drive left of the bag and foul. That one lofted in the air. And another foul ball.
A tremendous effort fouling those pitches off, and that's how you stay alive. That's how you hit for an average, too. You battle every time you're in there.
And that ends the half inning as Roland makes the play. Buckford in the batter's box. And of course, as a pitcher, you got to keep your eye on which pitches are effective on any given. He sends this one in the air towards center. This one towards Braun. Scrambles a little there, still puts it away. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Brewers. They'll wrap up this series with Cincinnati tonight. They'll have a couple of days off before they leave again. Then they have to deal with Chase Utley as the travel schedule will pit them against Philadelphia. That'll be kicking off Monday night. Then they'll have the home field advantage. They take on the Nationals, that big bat of Ryan Zimmerman. So some challenges in store for sure. Here's Joey Votto batting with 2 down. And an RBI single his last time to the plate. Here's the first pitch. A swing line to left center. That one in the alley. This could be 2 or more. So there are 2 men down here, but they do get a man in scoring position.
Well, this pitcher was cruising along in this inning. Not a lot of difficulty so far. Loses concentration for just 1 second, and now a runner in scoring position. He's got to work.
And he's in there.
Well, you see the pitch down in the zone a little bit, but he got a good piece of wood on it and drives it.
What you like about that at bat is the discipline to keep your head in.
Well, I'll tell you what, he changed locations, went down to the zone. It's a solid piece of hitting.
And Heisey's headed for the middle. Oh, man, that hit the pitcher. Throws on to first in time to retire the side. So Randy Wolf heads to the dugout. He allows a run in the third. That makes 2. It's Corey Hart to lead it off. So far in this one, 1 for 1 off Bailey.
Well, I think you got to be looking for a 2-seam fastball here. You got to hit off of it the last time.
A line drive toward short. 1 away now.
A lot of tough teams in the National League. Let's take a look at where the Milwaukee Brewers rank. First in triples, first in home runs, and this high-power offense, #1 in runs scored. And that's really the name of the game. Bring them around and score the runs.
And we've got LaCroix now coming to the plate. He homered back in inning to hit up the middle. Oh, my. How did he get out of the way of that? Those are scary. So that's going to bring up Alex Gonzalez.
Well, with one out here and a guy on first base, the last thing you want to do is hit into a double play. Let's see if he can stay away from that.
Up the middle, and that'll put Gonzalez on first. Oh, he has thrown it away. Safe all around. Fantastic chance here. Runners on first and second with one out. And the first pitch. That's a foul ball.
Ball! Time!
And we've got Toros batting. He'll grab a bat and hit here.
Well, not hard to understand this one, Gary. You're going to bring in the pinch hitter for the pitcher.
Hey!
Hopefully a guy who can come up with a big hit.
And Cairo's in the box. He's going to come on as a pinch hitter.
Well, with the pinch hitter coming into the
Hey!
game for the pitcher now, he can go hit the showers. His day is over.
It's Narberson at the plate. He'll be the pinch hitter.
As the pinch hitter comes into the
Hey!
game now, it officially closes the book on this guy's day.
And Veras is batting. He'll grab a bat and hit here.
With the pinch hitter coming into the game now, it means we're going to see a new pitcher starting off the next inning.
Homer Bailey, he gets that in his favor. It gets that count to 0-2. Let's take a look at how this pitcher has been utilizing his swung on, bounced weakly to second. There's one, and there's two, a double play. They pick up no runs on 2 hits and strand 1. Brewers 3, Reds 2. And we've got Cozart batting. He'll lead it off here, bottom half of the 4th. Swings on that first pitch, misses the fastball, 0-1.
Well, boy, wouldn't you have loved to seen him connect with that one to see how far that would go. Fastball hitter on fastball pitcher, but he came up empty.
Swing and a miss. That's a changeup. Down on strikes, 1 out.
But Gary, let's check out this changeup in K-Cam. You know what I like about this is on 0-2, he didn't mess around. He didn't try to nibble to get him chase off the plate. He goes right at him and just gets the strikeout.
Here are some teams going deep over this past month, courtesy of State Farm. Number 1, the Braves. The Brewers 2nd. In 3rd, the Padres. Phillies 4th. And 5th best, it's the Dodgers.
With this sort of power, these teams have the ability to score runs in ways different than other teams because they're in scoring position when they stand at home plate because of that ability to hit it out of the ballpark.
And he steps on first. That's the 2nd out.
First baseman does a nice job staying down on that ground ball, scoops it in, then goes over to the bag and takes it himself.
Scott Rowland, he'll get the swing now with 2 away. Nothing yet in 4 ABs against Jose Veras. And the called strike that's going to be taken by Rowland.
Well, looking for a bounce back performance today. Some disappointment after last game, striking out twice.
There's a curveball that bounces to the plate.
Strike
1-1 pitch, sharp breaking pitch in there for a strike. 1-2.
You're out.
And Scott Rowland striking out, couldn't make contact. And they go quietly offensively in this half inning, nothing across. The Brewers enjoying this lead. And if you're just joining in, Gary Thorne with Steve Phillips and John Kruk bringing you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. It's going to be Rodriguez now. Last time up, flew up towards center field. 1 down. Just now to look at the league leaders for triples brought to you by State Farm.
I'll tell you what, speed puts so much pressure on the defense, and these guys can certainly do that as they force the other team to quickly make decisions and make plays and try to shut down a running.
Hit in the dirt. Cozart.
You're out.
2 down here in the inning. Here's what Cincinnati has lined up. Tonight, their final game with Milwaukee. Pair of off days before leaving home. They can look forward to a competitive series. The Astros hosting that one. They'll get started Monday night. And they swing, sends this one on a line to right center. In there, and this is going to be trouble. This one rolls through to the wall. Braun's headed to third. So he legs out a triple here.
Well, the one thing you never want to do is make the last out at third base to end an inning, but he was able to get in there with that great speed just in time.
So Aramis Ramirez thinking RBI right here. Steve, how about the arm today? How's he performing?
Well, these ground balls coming out because his right-hander really changing speeds, moving the ball around, changing the hitter's eye level, and pounding the bottom third of the strike zone.
We've got Dillard in the box. Popped out in foul territory last time. 2 men on, 2 men out. Hit in the air to center field. That's in there. Should score the runner. Ramirez is headed for third. Now he's going to try to stretch it all the way home. And Ramirez scores 2. And the throw. And here's the batter coming in as well. And inside the park homer. 3 runs across the plate. The defense cannot believe it. I think there's an issue of how much is left in his tank right here, so that bullpen's going to get active.
You know, it's still early in the game, though, so I'd be surprised if they make this move this early. They may just getting prepared in case they need to go there. Brewers offense continuing to roll, get things done, Gary.
It's hit foul by Hart.
Foul!
Bailey with the delivery. A liner headed for the hole. And Hart picks himself up a single. He's trying for second.
Taking a look at how this month shapes up. Let's look where Corey Hart ranks in the standings. He was first in triples, 8th in stolen bases, and he also delivers in the clutch, driving in runs in the top 10 in RBIs in the league. He can do it all.
And we've got LaCroix now coming to the plate. He homered back in inning number 2. Picked up by Phillips. Throws on to first. Side is retired. Well, they are losing in this ball game. Not sure what they think about the guy on the mound, but they got 2 up in the pen.
Yeah, I don't know what.
Trying for 3 more runs here and widen that lead even further. The Brewers a 4-run lead. And Bailey's batting 0 for 1 thus far. Throw on to first in time. 1 away. Buckford up now. Flew out last time. Good pitch as he's late on that one. 0-1.
Well, if you're going to be late on the fastball, you're going to have trouble hitting up here, and he's struggling right now.
Hit hard to second. And Weeks fields the ball. Throws to first. He's retired. That's 2 down.
Now, rank-wise, let's take a moment to see how the Reds are doing this year. 3rd in runs, 3rd in slugging percentage. They also show up in the top 5 in team batting average. You love the depth of this lineup and their ability to find holes and get runners on base.
And that's going to do it. Hart's there. No hits, nobody left on, and a good defensive half inning. Milwaukee 6, Reds 2. Leadoff batter will get a shot at it later on in this inning. Gonzalez at the plate.
Well, Bailey has just not found his rhythm in this one, and the results clearly not very good.
And here's a quick chance to look at how this goes. There's a swing and a ball hit well. Straight away, center field. He's got it. What a play. Now look at the staffs with the fewest walks allowed for the month found on our State Farm leaderboard. Number 1, the Cardinals. The Reds 2nd. In 3rd, the Brewers. The Dodgers 4th. And it's the Pirates 5th best.
Well, the last few weeks, neither one of these teams are giving away free passes. They're making you earn it against them. And that's the way you have to pitch. And no team wants to have a guy come out and walk guy and walk guy and walk guy, and then you expect your defense to make a play behind you. Well, these defenses are prepared and ready to go because these pitchers are pounding the strike zone.
Bailey with the delivery. Fastball in there. Struck him out number 2.
Well, he made it look easy right there. Slicing and dicing, just attacking the strike zone. 3 pitches, all for strikes. Sit down.
It's going to be Rodriguez now. There's a ground ball. Phillips throws to first in time. That's 3 down. And a quick inning for Homer Bailey. And Joey Votto to lead it off. He doubled and later scored in his last go-around. He swings and drives this one. Play is made. We've got a moment to see the State Farm League leaders in slugging percentage.
That's some big-time power hitters right here. Some guys that look to drive the ball out of the ballpark and swing hard in case they hit it. When they make contact, they can do some serious damage.
And Jay Bruce digs in this one away, while leading the league in home runs. Towards center field. 2 down.
You want to talk about settling in? How about retiring 8 hitters in a row? I think he's settled in.
And Heisey's got the bat ready to go. He bounced out his last time. Hit that one right back up the middle. Throws in time to first. What a play. Well, that's one way to keep your pitch count down. They wrap that inning up with 3 pitches. Milwaukee 6, Reds 2. 2-hole to get things started next. And it's Ricky Weeks at the plate. He'll lead off the 7th inning. Here we go. Here's the first pitch. A shot up the middle, and Phillips picks it up. Out. That's one away. And it's Ryan Braun now. Last time through, took for a nice ride. It was a 3-bagger off Bailey.
You know, you can't let your ego get in the way if you're a pitcher. I know you want to use your fastball, but if he's getting...
Here's a swing and a liner to left center. And it gets down. A 3-for-4 game. Good hitting job.
Oh, he's got 3/4 of the cycle covered, and the hardest one out of the way, that tough triple. Let's see if he can hit a home run to complete it.
How did Ryan Braun stack up last month compared to everybody else? Well, here's how he ranked. 6th in hits, 7th in home runs, and as you can see, he also uses his speed, ranked in the top 10 in stolen bases, and that is a real value to his club, where he may not put himself in scoring position with his hit or a walk. He can steal himself into scoring position.
We've got Dillard in the box. He homered back in the 5th. Ramirez takes his lead at first. Braun's on at second.
Oh!
And it's fouled away. 0-1. Bailey kicks and hit up the middle. And that gets down. That should bring Braun in. And Braun scores.
0-1 mistake right here. He throws it over the heart of the plate, and he pays for it.
Corey will get the RBI chance. So the direction here, Steve, for this lineup, just stay in charge. Right now they are.
Well, as you can see, they're just...
There's a swing, and that one's hit on the ground. 1. And not in time. Votto was there, but they do not get the double play. And we've got LaCroix now coming to the plate. He homered earlier in the ballgame. Hard at first. On third, Ramirez. The first pitch. This one beyond him. It's going to be extra bases all the way to the wall. And Ramirez is home.
Oh, with that big hit right there, he only needs a triple to complete the cycle. But hey, that's the toughest one to get.
Hey!
Let's see if he can do it.
Well, it's not surprising they're going to the bullpen now. I just thought maybe they waited a little bit too long. Should have gone and gotten him a little bit earlier.
This is a potent offense on the field right now, really dominating.
Now, Gary, as you can see, this offense just keeps on rolling, keeps on producing.
There's contact. He drove it well. And that's going to do it in this half inning. So they stretch across 2 runs, 3 hits, and 2 left on. Milwaukee continues a blowout. And if you are just coming on board, Gary Thorne, Steve Phillips, John Kruk, He makes contact, line drive, and that's through a base hit.
Well, anytime you can get on base with no outs to start an inning, you know that an extra base hit will probably score you. But even if the batter behind you can figure out a way to get on base, now you have the potential for a huge.
He sends this one in the air towards center. Rodriguez is there. That's one down. Here's a look at teams getting it done on our league leaderboard. The staffs that have the lowest ERA. Number 1, the D-backs. The Brewers second. Marlins third. Nationals fourth. And in that 5 spot, it's swung on, hit by Rowland. That's 2 gone. We've got Chapman ready to hit. 2 outs and a man on first. Lined up the middle and in there, base hit. Opposing pitcher, that is tough to take when you're on the mound. Cincinnati presented with a good shot here.
I thought he couldn't hit, Gary. The pitchers can't hit. Well, look at that. That's a good piece of hitting right there. Nice job.
Buckford, boy, he scorched that one. That was right over the mound. That should be a base hit. And he's in there.
A good piece of hitting right there. Didn't try to do too much with it, going right back up the middle.
Might have wanted it in the gap for an extra base, but that's a good hit.
And he didn't drive it to the wall, but a hit's a hit.
So it's Brandon Phillips. He's got a chance here. A couple out, 2 on. Well, they're making a stab at it. The trouble is they've got a big mountain to climb. Towards center field, and that's going to be another hit for them. And that's going to bring Joey Votto to the plate.
Well, now he's surrendered 3 straight hits. He's got to bounce back and get this guy. He needs an out.
And he needs swung on and hit. Hart's going to play it. That'll do it as they put that one away. They pick up 4 hits in the inning, but manage only 1 run. The Reds making progress. They've cut. And Varus is batting. Chapman with the pitch. It's 0-1 as he swings and misses at that fastball. On the way. Not letting up on that swing, but he missed it. 0-2 now. Swing and a high bouncer to second. That ends up foul. Swing and a drive, deep left center. Able to make the grab on that one, 1 out. It's going to be Rodriguez now. First pitch on the way. Hit in the air to center field. The catch is made, and that's out number 2. Let's take a peek at the league leaders in hits, brought to you by State Farm. You look at Braun, he's 4th.
Well, it is all about hits. You want to get hits to get on base and try to score some runs. Clearly, he's had a lot of success doing that so far this year and getting the job done, finding the holes in the field.
Chapman sends the 0-1. And it's 0-2. Ricky Weeks, he'll be swinging if it's close.
Well, how about a chance to get through an inning without any base runners and without any runs? I mean, they've been blowing out.
There's a swing and a smash. And there's the 3rd out. And nothing across here in this half of the inning. Now, the Reds. Here's Jay Bruce leading it off. He flew out his last time up. Swung on, hit in the air to right center. 1 away. And Heisey's got the bat ready to go. And Yovani Gallardo is the pitcher. The Brewers bring him in to relieve. Steve, as he approaches the Cincinnati lineup, what's the key?
Well, Yovani Gallardo has dominating stuff. The key, though, is location and consistency. The ability to use that stuff in sequence at the right time in the game and to read the hitter the right way. So hitters need to stay patient at the plate.
Swing and a miss. Slider, 2 down.
Here's the slider coming right at you in K-Cam. Get a better look at that.
Well, this is a pitch right there that you just have to take a bigger hack at right there. He just swung through it. Batting is all about rhythm, and he appeared to be off right there.
Johnny did. He had the timing of the hitter completely off. And we've got Cozart batting. Singled and scored his last time around. Line drive. And that's the third out. Weeks grabs it. And a good defensive half inning. 3 up, 3 down. Brewers still enjoying this lead. Leading it off is Ryan Braun. He has had a heck of a day thus far, and he's got a chance here to complete the cycle.
Now, Gary, you have to expect he's going to be swinging from the heels.
Swing and a hot shot. Picked up by Phillips. That's 1 down. 1 away as Aramis Ramirez gets set. Last time he walked and then came around to score. And here's the first one. A swing line to left center. And that's a base hit. Ramirez on board with a single. He's going to try and test him here.
Well, they tried to sneak that first pitch fastball by him, but he was sitting on it, and he whacked it in the left.
We've got Dillard in the box. He homered back in the 5th. First pitch to him. And it's 0-1. Chapman gets him looking.
That's a great pitch right there. 4-seam fastball. The problem is you lay it right down the middle. You're running the risk he could hit out of the park.
That one on the ground, played by Votto. On that one, eats him up.
You're out.
But he recovers in time, makes the play. Good work.
Well, nice stop by the first baseman there, but the runner able to advance into scoring position now.
A chance to drive in a run here for Corey Hart. Bounced into a fielder's choice his last time. Towards center field. And that's the third out. That'll do it. In, out of the inning. 6 pitches and it's over. Masaranko at the plate. He has the support of the home fans right now. It's their first chance here in the bottom half of the ninth. They're hoping he can get something started. Fajardo's pitch is swung on and missed.
Well, a non-save situation right here in the 9th inning, and they just want to get outs right now. Try to get the first out of the inning. Take away hope as the other team needs to score a bunch of runs. You get an out, you could really deflate them.
Swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
Well, anytime you recognize a slider, you got to be very patient with it. You can't be over anxious. You got to stay back, and then when you see it good enough, let it fly.
Ground ball to short. And his throw gets him 1 away.
Obviously, winning big right now. You just want to go out there, make plays, throw strikes, force them to try to put multiple hits together to get back into this game.
1 away for Scott Rowland. There's a swing and a ground ball. And Gonzalez picks it up. Out number 2.
Down to their final out right here, Gary. So they're looking pretty dire at this point. And, but listen, funnier things have happened. They've got to get base runners, though. Well, I can't blame them for bringing in the pinch hitter right now for the pitcher. They've got to do something to get this offense going and try to get back into the game.
And the first pitch was a strike. Got him at 0-1 right now. Here's the 0-1 from Gallardo. Ball lays off the curveball. Good pitch, though. 1-1. Here's the 1-1. And he swings and hits this one foul. Swung on and missed, and this game's history.
Well, the Brewers earned the victory today, Gary, and now they got to see if they can't build on this.
And we take a look at a performance that today earned our Player of the Game award.
Yeah, I mean, this guy came out and made this team look like world beaters today. Couple of hits, and he went big fly. All in all, it adds up to a nice day's work, and they come away on top.
And you don't often get the bats going on the road quite like this. Pretty good offensive attack.
Well, when you're on the road, to have this kind of offense, it takes the hometown crowd out of the game and really helps your chances.
Well, that time again, thanks for being with us today, Major League Baseball. For Steve Phillips, John Kruk, and the rest of our great 2K Sports crew, I'm Gary Thorne. Thanks, everybody.